shit will load. Oh, is it on?
God damn it, we've been on for the last.
It's a joke, but all right. Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Pride Podcast, episode 383. Some technical difficulties. Sorry for the delay, boys. But hey, vamos Lions! Vamos Lions! Lions win Monday Night Football versus San Francisco 49ers. I am your host, Tyler. Joined with my two guys, as always, Mr. Malcolm Hart. Pierre, boys, how are we feeling?
I'm feeling great. Got the dub, no injuries. Big game next week. When I mean big, I mean the biggest game of the year. I am so hyped for next week. It's going to be nuts.
Yeah. Shit. No injuries, like you said, man. That's the biggest positive coming out of this game is no injuries. So we're healthy. We're going to next week. We have pretty much the game of our lives next week. Let's go, man. I think playoff mode starts now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, honestly, it kind of looks like they got going a little bit today, man. That looked like it kind of felt like a playoff game a little bit, like the way the teams were going back and forth. I know the Niners not playing for anything, and the game didn't mean anything ultimately, but like it was a intense game, high scoring game, back and forth. The Lions offense was absolutely clicking. We'll get into all of that, but yeah, man, you guys are absolutely right, man. This Vikings game next week, I think it's the first time in NFL history we've ever seen a game like this. Two teams that have 14 wins, and the loser is going to become a wild card team. That's got to be the best record ever to be a wild card. 14 wins and be a wild card and start on the road in the playoffs is absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah, and that you're the 5th seed.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous to be 14-3. If you lost, like it'd be 14-3, and you're a 5th seed.
You're more than likely playing the whole playoffs on the road, which is just unbelievable, unless some upsets happen, but unbelievable. So, yeah, as big as it gets, man. So you got to win that game next week. But we'll talk about that more later on the week. Let's get into this game. Let's start off with the Detroit Lions offense. I mean, my goodness, the Detroit Lions offense. Pierre, what did you see from this offense today?
What we expected, Tyler. We set the run game when we saw some Gibbs explosive plays. You know, you saw Reynolds run hard. Here, I have the rushing numbers right here. 33 carries, 150 yards, 4.6 per carry, 2 tuds. And then Jared Goff, I mean, he made some throws today that were unreal. 26 of 34, 303 yards, 2 touchdowns. Sacked twice. They had some trouble with Bosa. Bosa was playing great, though, over the last few weeks. We mentioned that in our pregame show. The ball got spread around. Jamo had 5, Laporta had 6, Amon-Ra had 8, Gibbs had 4, Craig had 2, and Allen had 1. The ball was spread around pretty well, too.
It's as balanced as you're going to get, pretty much. I mean, it was really balanced. And like you said, man, Jared Goff, last 2 games especially, last 3 games, honestly, he's been just absolutely balling. I mean, he's had an unbelievable December in general, just an unbelievable season in general. He was phenomenal today, man, making some big-time throws, some big-time situations. And, you know, Dan Campbell, we know he's an aggressive coach, very aggressive today, went for it a lot on 4th down today. And for the most part, outside of one where you downed it within the 5-yard line, were very accurate, they were converting on those 4th downs. And it's a big credit to Jared Goff, man, making some very, very big throws in some very big situations. So, guy's absolutely balling right now. And like Malcolm said, he's activating playoff mode. Jared Goff has activated that playoff mode over the last month. He's ready to go.
100%. Pierre, I'm not sure if you said 2 touchdowns, but he actually had 3.
I thought I said 3.
Yeah, he probably did, but I don't know. But yeah,
I don't know. Whatever. If I said 2, my bad.
Yeah, he had 3 touchdowns. Yeah, man, he's been playing out of his mind, and it's just I'm just proud of him, man. I'm just you see the guy who was thrown away, and then look at him now, man. This is amazing. This is amazing because he's playing at like a top 10 level right now. This is awesome. I'm excited.
Oh, Malcolm, so you're saying it's Cody Rhodes?
Pretty much, man. Shit, you had the story right. You wrote the story early in the season. You said it was, and shit,
he's good. He's good. We'll talk about when the story's finished. I'll get into full depth about that. We'll let it play out. I'm gonna let it play out. I'm not gonna jinx anything. I'm gonna let him finish the story, just like Cody did. I'm gonna let him finish the story.
Hey,
but man,
it might.
But man, he is absolutely balling out right now, and we'll get into it a little bit. But like at this rate, this offense is gonna have to do this every single week. I think we're going to have to do this every single week. I think if the Lions want to have these big dreams and hoist at Lombardi at the end of February, you're going to need performances like this from your quarterback, your offensive line, and this offense in general, man. they're going to have to get very, very creative because what we're seeing on the other side of the ball, and there could be some enforcements coming back with a guy like Anzalone who would be absolutely huge. I don't know if that's going to be just enough. This offense is going to, I mean, we've said it when the injuries happen, but this has been really shown, I think, throughout probably Thanksgiving. Like, this offense is really going to have to do this, I think, every single week going forward if they want to have those big dreams.
Yeah, I mean, they're just giving up way too many yards. I'm not sure if that they're giving up too many yards if it's because of the scheme and just Kyle Shanahan he's a great play caller and he took advantage of our weakness. But did you guys notice like the zone just is not where this team is good at? And I said it in the pregame show, like, yeah, if you run zone, I'm not sure this is where it's going to work because they're not a really good zone team. And there was just too many wide open guys in this game, and it could be credit to Kyle Shanahan's scheming guys up, but just way, way, way too many wide. You don't want to see that many wide open guys like that. You guys being completely wide open like that.
What it was the play action. The linebackers were awful today. They picked it up a little in the third quarter and fourth, but the play action, they were biting on everything. That's why you saw Kittle running open. You saw all these guys running open.
Yeah.
But they cleaned it up in like the second half, like towards the end of the middle of the third quarter, going into the fourth. They cleaned that shit up real good. And then I liked how AG, it was that pick that Kirby had. It looked like they were in cover 1. He disguised it really well. It was actually cover 2. And Kirby picked that up. I think it was his second pick of the game. I want to say it was his first. I forgot. But AG did some disguises, even the branch blitz, right? That was a nice disguise there. The one that knocked Purdy out of the game. Obviously, we hope he's okay, but I thought AG adjusted really well in the second half.
They did a better job. They got bailed out a little bit by some missed field goals by Jake Moody. Thank you, Michigan legend, Jake Moody.
Oh my goodness!
I mean, you look at the scoreboard. I mean, like it could be a completely different ball game. It could have been a tie game. There was one point the lines were only up 6 points, and Moody misses 2 big field goals, keeping them in the game. But yeah, the second half was better, but it's still like this offense has to be damn near perfect. I think the rest of the way. I think it does. I mean, they're just not a team that generates enough pass rush. And like you said, they're not a really good zone defense.
No.
And it's hard to play man when you have to cover for all day. So I'm hoping like one of these guys, man, just one of these guys, we really need him to step up big time and just generate some type of pass rush without only blitzing, because when we're not blitzing, man, we're not really generating much of a pass rush. And like you see, like when you give a quarterback too much time in the pocket, they're eventually going to find someone open, and it's just not a great recipe. So overall, I mean, it's an adjustment that they're going to have to figure out going forward. But I just don't know if the reinforcements are enough going forward.
I mean, I hope it is. I mean, I hope that the reinforcements are coming in makes it better. I just think they had a bad game today, man. I'm not even gonna lie, because last week they didn't look this bad. And like I said, credit to Kyle Shanahan. He's a great play caller. And that first half, Brock Purdy gave us a lot of trouble. He was completing damn near everything, running with his legs. That's like I said in the pregame show. We got to keep him in the pocket. He gave us a lot of problems, but they did clean things up in the second half. Even though they give up tons of yards, Dan Campbell said, like, look, when we give up 1,000 yards and we still win the game, he'll come out with a smile. Just the way they are right now.
Yeah,
it might be a point that you're right. It may have to lean on his offense way more. But I'm hoping his defense doesn't look like this every single week.
Well, they actually did what Buffalo did to us. They attacked the linebackers in coverage.
They did.
They attacked the edges. Buffalo did that as well. So
attacked Arnold too. Arnold had a bad game.
That one of those things was a bad communication between him and Branch. They ran into each other.
That was one of them, but overall, just a pretty. They benched him at one point to start the second half. They had Vildor start the second half, and then.
Oh, really? I didn't even notice that.
No, they saw how bad Vildor was after he gave the touch on the Debo.
They said, "Get the fuck out of here."
Maybe it's a wake up call for him, but I'm not really worried about Arnold. Honestly, I'm more worried about the issues that are popping up on tape. Buffalo. Showed up today, and damn well Kevin O'Connell is going to attack that as well. You better be ready for it, because they're going to do the same thing that Buffalo and San Francisco did. These smart play callers, bro, especially O'Connell, he knows how to go after you. He'll keep doing it until you stop it.
I mean, looking forward, we're good. We're there. We're right there, right, boys? We're week 18. We got the playoffs. Like, these are all very good play callers going forward. Like, whoever you match up with, Kevin
Right.
O'Connell, you might see him twice, and that could be very worrisome if you see him twice. But we'll see what happens there. Kellen Moore in Philly. You got Sean McVay in LA. Like, these are really, really good play callers. And you know damn well they're picking off what, like you said, Buffalo did, what San Francisco did today. Like, there is some flaws in this defense, and it could get really scary, man, when you start playing these really, really good teams when we start getting to the playoffs. So, good second half adjustments by Aaron Glenn, but I mean, I don't know, man. This defense is I'm a little worried, man. I feel like if this offense isn't perfect, like, that's when we could see the flaws of the Detroit Lions. I mean, today it was damn near perfect. They didn't have no turnovers. They had the one downs in the end zone, but other than that, pretty damn perfect. So it's gonna be interesting, man. Like, when this offense, if it isn't perfect, like, what happens next? So I don't know. It's just some issues that I noticed today, and I think it's correctable to a certain extent. But this offense has to be pretty damn good.
It's correctable when you get Alex back. The personnel you have right now is just not. It's not ideal, bro. Like, Galen Reeves-Maybin looks so slow today.
Yeah,
He's obviously coming off an injury.
His first game back.
Off an injury, but he looks slow, man. And Ben Neiman was up and down. I don't know. I feel like he's more of a special team linebacker.
Watching this game, I know you said that, that they took a lot of, they attacked us the same way Buffalo did. I think they attacked us completely different the way Buffalo did.
What I mean is, like, they attacked the linebackers in coverage.
Well, they attack everybody in coverage. I mean, most of the time, Iffy was on Kittle. And the thing is, they just ran way too much zone. This team sucks at zone. When we play against Buffalo, we play man coverage, and that's what killed us, because we had linebackers covering their running back, and Ty Johnson completely had his game out of his mind in that game. So this is a little different. This game, we ran a lot of zone, and we suck at zone. I'm just going to say that the guy that out there right now is not really great at zone, because, like you said, they play action, linebackers suck in, and there's nobody behind you. So that's what killed us this game. Last we played Buffalo, we played a lot of man. We didn't play any zone against Buffalo. We played majority man. So I think they just attacked us different. And the linebackers, I don't think they really killed us, because, like I said, a lot of times Kittle killed us this game, and Iffy was on him majority of the game. So I want to put too much blame on the linebackers on this game.
I think it was the linebackers personally, but I mean,
something that needs to be corrected too, and this is very easily correctable. Stupid penalties, man. Like, when Brian Branch is fighting with Juwan Jennings in the end of that scrum, like, come on, man. Just get up, get the play over with. We don't need a 15-yard penalty, give an automatic first down. Even the one play earlier in the game, Juwan Jennings, you're about to get a 15-yard penalty. You're about to push back the 49ers. I understand you want to defend your teammate. Just let it go, man. Let it go. Kirby Joseph pushes Juwan Jennings. That like, these are big moments that could change a game. You're going from a second down that it's an offsetting penalty to, compared to a first on whatever, it would be first and 17, right? It would be first and goal, right? Like, it's a completely different ball game. You're pinning them different back. So stupid penalties like that. I mean, I know you want to be there for your teammates. I know you want to celebrate, but it's just like stupid stuff, man. They have to correct that. And you saw AG, man. He gave a earful especially to Brian Branch when he got that penalty on Juwan Jennings. So just stuff they have to get forward, because if that comes in the playoffs, and you can't be giving up free yards, especially with this personnel you're running out there right now, you cannot be giving up free yards. So that's something they have to correct going forward as well.
Dan Campbell just now to the media, he considered not playing starters, but thought playing them was the right thing to do because we owed it to the team. It's not fair to ask guys to play that haven't been prepared to play.
Facts.
So I guess it did cross his mind a little bit, but he's like, fuck it, I'm playing everyone.
Yeah, I think it was very little. I think it probably crossed his mind like a second.
Yeah.
I think we kind of saw a little bit of the idea you proposed in the pregame show, is like, maybe you take some of these guys out for limited snaps. Like, we didn't see Jahmyr Gibbs, I think, get the full load. Like, you saw a little more Jamar Jefferson, you saw a little more Craig Reynolds.
Yeah.
Like, I think going next week, I think it's going to be, unless Monty comes back, which I guess there's a possibility of that. But if he doesn't come back, I think it's going to be all Jahmyr Gibbs next week for essentially, maybe a little mix in with Jamar and Reynolds, but I think it's like full go Jahmyr Gibbs next week if that's the case. So I think they'll be a little more even more aggressive next week in that case for Minnesota, and just going forward in the playoffs.
Anzalone was the most missed player today. I mean,
Yeah.
we need him really bad. Like guys that can come back, I think he has a chance. We'll see, though. We'll see.
He's the only one that's we're really kind of waiting on that kind of is a realistic possibility. I feel like. I mean, like Rakestraw is potentially, but even if he comes back, I don't even know what his role would necessarily be if he came back. So it really is just. I feel like Anzalone that you're kind of waiting on as far as a starter. Like everyone else, Khalif Raymond will be nice for the offense, but defensively, it's really just Anzalone. It feels like.
You might be able to put Rickshaw back in the nickel and put Branch back in the natural position. You might be able to. I'm not sure they want to keep Branch in nickel for the rest of the, for the playoffs and stuff. I don't know.
It's just tough with doing that because Rakestraw just hasn't had the experience. Now he's missed about almost 2 months now of football. Like, do you want to throw him into a big role right away, go into playoff football? Like, I don't know. Right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I know. I just know when he was healthy. Yeah. When he was healthy, he was the next man up in that nickel position.
Right.
And because he's not there, they had to change everything around. But now if he's coming back, what is his role going to be? We'll
Hopefully
see.
taking over Vildor's spot just as the backup outside corner. That's what would be my hope at least.
It's not.
Dude, I don't understand how you could keep throwing that guy out there. He's not playable. He is not a playable corner. He sucks. He's terrible.
Man, bro, it's whatever, bro. Like
it's not whatever though. Like if he's not playing it, I don't care. He just pisses me off when he's on the field.
It's whatever, Tyler. It's not that deep.
Because when he's on the field, he sucks. He's terrible.
It's not that deep, bro. He's like a fifth cornerback. He's mainly special teams.
He's not a fifth corner though. He's not though. Because when
the
someone
thing is,
goes
guys
down,
got hurt because guys are hurt. That's why.
No, Pierre.
But now he's the backup. He's the first reserve.
He has to. He doesn't have a choice. CD got hurt, so that moved Amik to the outside and Branch to the nickel. That's all you got right now.
Yeah, right.
Mosley's still raw, and then Rakestraw's hurt. That's what you got, bro.
Pierre, even in the beginning of the season, he was the very next man up on the outside corner.
Dorsey is hurt too. Like, bro, it's not that.
He was ahead of Dorsey in the depth chart.
I don't really care about the Vildor stuff. I'm just
hoping Rakestraw comes back and he could take Vildor's spot, and Vildor could be healthy.
That's not gonna happen.
The guy fucking sucks. He does nothing. He does nothing well.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Peter, what does he do well? He's bad at tackling. He's bad in coverage. He sucks. He's a bad football player.
It's a backup corner that barely played today. Why are we talking about him?
I'm just saying. I don't want to ever see him on the field again. Ever. He shouldn't be on this. He shouldn't be in the NFL. He sucks.
You know who shouldn't be on the field? Zeke Turner.
Okay, you could throw him in there too.
That dude Brock Purdy threw like a fake. Like he's already past the line of scrimmage. He can't throw the ball. And Purdy act like he's gonna throw the ball. You like fucking. I don't know what he did, man. Just run to the ball and tackle the guy, man.
You could throw that guy in the conversation as well. But I mean, just like I'm hoping to God Rakestraw comes back this week, and we never have to see this guy ever again. Ever. I never want to see him dressed in a Detroit Lions uniform ever again.
No, he's good on special.
He sucks. He's not good at anything. But whatever. F Kindle Vildor. I don't want to talk about him anymore. He just pissing me off. But
leave Nevin Lawson alone.
Oh man, dude, they're twins. They're literally twins.
All right, he barely played. Damn, bro. Like
Pierre, he sucks.
Okay.
Say he sucks. Say he sucks. I'll feel better. I'll move on. Just tell me he sucks. No. Tell me he sucks. I'll move on. I'm not gonna let it go.
What is going on here?
Tell me he sucks. I'll let it go. Here? I just need to hear Kindle Vildor sucks from Pierre, and I'll let it go.
I'm not saying.
I'll say it. I'll say it.
Can you say it for me, Malcolm? I just need to hear someone else agree with me that Kindle Vildor sucks ass at football.
Kindle Vildor sucks.
Thank you. All right. Conversation ended. All right. That's all I needed. He sucks. He's terrible. All right. Where do we go here next?
I didn't even play today. Barely played.
Because he gets one opportunity. They take out Arnold, and the guy fucking blows. He just stinks, man. I never want to see him.
Oh, my gosh. All right. I heard
I'm done. Okay. I'm done. That's what I'm done. All I need to hear was Malcolm say he sucked. He said it.
Bro. I'm done.
He's terrible. Okay. Defense.
Yeah.
No more Vildor. Anzalone will help, though. Anzalone will definitely help, though, going forward. Hopefully, he can be back this week versus Minnesota. So that'll be big.
Is he the only guy that's potentially coming back next week?
Maybe.
I mean, hopefully the Vildor replacement, Rakestraw. But yeah.
Okay, so Rakestraw. What about
and Raymond on offense?
Yeah, I was gonna say Khalif Raymond.
He
Well, yeah,
could have probably played
Raymond is
today.
back next week. Yeah, Raymond's
Yeah.
back next week. And then
He's
on the
back next-
broadcast, they hinted. I don't know if you guys caught it. They hinted that Monty potentially could be back. They said it's up to the doctors.
That's
Yeah.
wild, man. Would you
That's-
guys want him to play next week?
If he's
If he's good to
healthy
go.
to go, if he's cleared, yes. All hands on deck. Everyone. If anyone's healthy, play him.
Shit, that is crazy. That's a crazy comeback. We
If
went
he's
from
good to
having
go.
him on IR. We went from almost having him on IR to him playing a few weeks later. That's crazy.
So yeah, he sprained his MCL. We'll see.
He was
Let's go.
he was posting on his Instagram about the game. He was very
He
excited
was.
about Jameson Williams' touchdown. So
Yeah, Jameson, you said about Kirby. Good side about everybody.
yeah,
Good for him.
I hope he can come back. Even if it's not next week, I hope he can come back at some point in the playoffs. That'd be huge for this team and just for this offense in general. So, all right. I got nothing else to add on this defense. Should we just do the ballers and oopsie doopsie of the week?
Let's do it, man.
do it.
Ballers and oopsie.
All right. Go ahead, Pierre. You got the honor. 3 ballers of the week.
Kendall
all right.
Vildor. I'm just fucking.
All right.
Tyler was lost his mind.
Baller number 1 is Kirby Joseph. Those 2 picks were huge, you know. Baller number 2 is Jared Goff. And then baller number 3 is Jahmyr Gibbs. Easy.
Yeah. That was easy. That was
3
easy
best
work.
players, I think. Those were the 3 best guys today, so that's pretty easy.
By far.
I'm gonna win Selly of the day. That shit was sick. The belt to ass. I love it. I love it.
Belt
That
to
was
ass.
hilarious, bro.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
That was amazing. All right. Oopsie doopsie of the week. Where do we go with this one?
He used to play at Michigan. I'll give you a hint. He used to play at Michigan.
Oh, whew. I can just tell you now, I have a 49ers friend. He's a friend, and he is a 49ers fan. And like during that game, he was just like, "Get this fucking guy out of here."
No, Jake Moody's
After-
cooked, dude. After this season, he's got to be done with the 49ers. I think he's done.
Like, oh my god, like he was fucking up left and right. He even fucked up the onside kick. Oh my goodness,
That was awful.
he had a rough night, man. Oh my god.
It burns me to say because I actually like Jake Moody's a good guy. He had some big kicks from Michigan, but I mean, my goodness, his NFL career has been kind of horrendous. Ain't gonna lie. So, shout out to Jake Bates, man. He's a really good kicker. Jake Moody sucks. Jake Moody will be the oopsie doopsie honorary oopsie doopsie of the week. Kendall Vildor just for that one drive. Hate him.
Oh my
He's
god.
Yep. I'm
So,
petty.
wait,
No, it's Jake Moody. It's Jake Moody. It's Jake Moody.
Oh, I was gonna say, wow.
All right.
I'm being petty. But he still sucks at football. They both suck at football. Jake Moody and Kendall Vildor. My goodness, man. They're just bad football players. Just bad football players. All right. Is that it, boys? Is that all we got?
I think that's it, man.
That's it.
We talked about Jake Moody. We talked about your boy, Kendall Vildor. We talked.
Mhm.
Yeah, we did a lot.
Oh man, I can't wait till the end of the season. We can just ban that name forever. We can never that's gonna be one of those like the pencil head. Like we just never
All
say
right,
his name
all
again.
right.
You know what? I think it's gonna be very hilarious when they re-sign his ass next year. He's on the team next year because that's exactly how I should feel about fucking Nevin Lawson. I should be like, I can't wait till the season ends and he's gonna be off the team. And then I just talk to Pierre, like, yeah, he's back on the team. He's starting. I'm like, God damn it! Like, what do we gotta do to replace this guy?
All right, bro. Come on, bro. It ain't whatever, man. We got a big game next week, man. Come on.
We do.
Hopefully he's not part of it. All right, I'll see you guys. Hope you guys all enjoyed. We will preview the Minnesota Vikings later on the week. I hope you guys all had a very Merry Christmas. Hope you guys have a very special New Year's. Hope you guys all have a great holiday. So we will see you guys later on the week to preview the Minnesota Vikings. Huge game. So come join us then. And then we'll be here live on Sunday, an hour before the game. And then we'll be here live right after the game. So a lot of emotions will be before and after the game. So come join us then. That's all I got for you guys. Hope you guys all enjoyed. I'm out, guys. Peace.
All right, guys. Like Tyler said, man, hope you all had a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's. And let's start off 2025 with a bang. I'm out. Peace.
Hey, yo. Yeah. With that being said, man, I'm out. It's your boy Malcolm. I'm out. Peace.